Biggie Smalls trying to turn into the Black Frank White. We had to grow dreads to change our description. 2 cops is on the milk box missing. Showed they toes, you know they got stepped on. A fist full of bullets, a chest full of Teflon. Run from the police, picture that, nigga.
Okay, one note. Before pulling your starter mode out, I should have said this, but get your battery, okay? And I just put a rag there so don't make contact. Just because you're pulling off live wire, a main live wire, you don't want to start burning shit out. So yeah, make sure you do that, guys. Let's continue with this probably very unhelpful video, but let's see. Okay, so if you own, what's up? So this video is going to be about Land Rovers, Range Rovers, Range Rover, Land Rovers. So if you own one and it's 2000 and whatever, this is 08 Sports, the V8 supercharged model. So a lot of people like having starter issues and they can't find anywhere online, so I thought I'd make this dumb video. So this dumb video is pretty much going to tell you what this noise is. It's simple. It's not relays, it's not your battery and all that. It is, can you hear that? Yep, you're probably yelling at the screen right now, saying what it is. It is starter motor. So starter motor is fragged out. So it's either the solenoid or the bushes. So yeah, this was starting sometimes. It was gradually starting and not starting. And it's now at the point where it's not starting. So I've got to rip it out. So what we're going to do is that you can do these yourself. You can buy the solenoid or the bushes yourself. But if you're not fucking familiar with it, just take it to an auto electrician, which I just can't be bothered. I'm going to do that. And auto electricians want to deal with, try and deal with the original starter. So hopefully it's not that fragged out that they can just pull it apart, change the parts in it, and then boom, we're done. It's going to be a lot cheaper. So in New Zealand here, we can get a replacement. It's about 480 NZ dollars, like that. Or we can get a genuine one, which is the dollars are up there. So yeah, it's, as I said, the auto electrician said we'd prefer to work with the one that's original to the car. They can just, hopefully, 95% of the time, replace the parts in it. It's going to save a whole lot of headaches. So yeah, there's heaps of forums out there saying it's the relay, it's the fucking whatever, the solenoid relay bullshit thing in the fuse box. It isn't. It's not the battery. And some people were saying that, you know, it was great, like it was getting hard to start. So it was like, oh, they thought it was battery. Again, starter. So that could be bushes or that could be a solenoid. I can't remember which noise makes which, but yeah, I'm used to old school where something frags out, just frags out, but it has. So it's not the ignition. We put a scanning tool in this as well, and it came up that there was no starting issues or anything to do with the vehicle. So that means it's a freaking starter. So yeah, I need to put some washer fluid in there. So I'm going to pull that out and I'll send it off. Then once I send it off, I'll tell you what the problem was and what it cost us in New Zealand to get it replaced. So yeah, I'm going to jack the son of a bitch up. I was hoping I could start it so I can just lift all the air right up, but it won't start. So, buck a duck. Anyway, I'm going to get in there and make this happen. Okay, so by the looks, you got to pull this shield off. So there's that one, and that one there. Yeah, and then that should come off. Then we should see the starter. Fuck, from what I've seen. Anyway, we're going to find out. Let's get these fucking things off. They're probably 11's being European. Should have started this earlier. So those are 10mm in the end. That one was the hardest. That one you just had to crack, and that one you just crack, and then they just finger loosen off. So we got them off. So all 10mm. So it was pretty straightforward. You need an extension to get those two off, and that one you just need a ring spanner or whatever. That's a fucking bitch. But yeah, now to get this fucking thing out, I heard and have seen it is a drama, but sure, I think that was worse. You would have seen that other shield that was there before. Well, you got to take the fucking 10mm out of there and then push the shield. Just push it to the side. This one, I think the other nut is there, so I'm going to take that off, and then I should be able to just push it aside too. But what the truck? What a rigmarole. Fuck the world. On the Range Rovers. Okay, so I thought I'd show you this. So there was that one there, but there's one more down there. So if you can see, when you get to it, you'll see it. It's down there. I cracked it with ring spanner, but then I put the extension on, and it's easier just to put the extension on and turn it because, yeah, what the heck, man? Like, come on. Matt, you go and do this and we can't even get anything off. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, 3 shields. Like, really? So I might need some brake pads done too soon. Anyway, I'll get this off and then hopefully we'll see the starter motor in there somewhere. Okay, so I've been struggling to find, because I'm watching all these other videos and every person just doesn't tell you where anything the fuck it is. So in this region, if you look down there, where's the fucking light? Alright, let's see if we can see it. I'm trying to find it for you. Because all these other videos, they don't show you shit. There's like, oh, there's a 30mm in here and you put your fucking dick up in there. Yeah, hey. Where is it? And because we in New Zealand and Australia and Britain have a fucking steering rack in the way. I'm trying to find it for you. Anyway. It's in there. See if it'll focus. But yeah, these are bolted at the top. Oh no, there it is. Anyway, so above that, the power cable, just above it, you can see that little blur over there. Just in there, that little blur right there. That's your other 13. So look, we got a steering rack to deal with. So yeah, pulled the other one out the bottom. That was sweet. I was just finding that top one. So try and get that out. Then hopefully I can just drop everything down and then I'll bolt the power cables, everything, once it's loosened. But yeah, it's a fucking cunt. Fucking. So you can see it now. It's just above my shadow. So at least I'm showing you. This sucks. So if you own one of these, in New Zealand, good luck, because that's a fucking steering rack. Got to mention that too. So finally just cracked that fucking nut. The fucking ring spanner. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, there it is. It's taking me ages. I even trying to go out and buy a longer one, but they don't sell long ones anymore. You have to fucking order them in. I mean, everywhere. So hopefully now I can do that. And I can't get to the, you can't get to the nut on top of the starter to undo the main wire because the rack's in the way. So yeah, fucking happy days. Fucking choice. So hopefully just undo these 2 bolts and it'll drop down, then I can unbolt everything. I fucking hope. Okay, so basically they're the 2 bolts. There's only that one up there and there's that one there, which is easy to get to the bottom. This one's a cunt. Especially if right hand drive. If you've got a long 13, you can get in there. If you've got some leverage, it'd be sweet. Then after that you want one of those fucking ones, which I cannot find. Deaf of me, I cannot find mine, so I'm still trying to get that nut out. But basically as soon as that's out, the starter motor will drop down. Then theoretically you should be able to just get it down and then undo the power cables and take the plug off, because I don't think there's any way you can get at it with the rack in the way. I've tried. It's a fucking mission. So we're trying to get, what the fuck is that? Oh, clip's fucking falling down. So yeah, we're gonna get in there and tell that is. And yeah, so you can see the reed. That's where you're supposed to put your other 13. Down there apparently. But this is in the way. Right, I'm gonna just keep fucking going. Okay, so being able to unbolt it that way, it just drops down. You don't need to fucking put shit through the top. And that plug, that little black plug actually just unplugged itself. So maybe someone's been here before. I don't know. But yeah, and then I just got a ring spanner and I cracked the, I can't get my fucking arm in here, lifted that and cracked that way easier than all the other videos. All the other videos are like, you gotta go through the top. Roar. Fuck, this was way easier. Once you've got the 2 basic bolts out, you know what, I'm gonna rip that off and we're out. Okay, so it's getting dark. It took me a couple of hours because I spent most of the time watching stupid fucking YouTube videos where people weren't actually showing where everything was. So in the end I had to basically find a diagram, a bolting diagram where the bolts are. Way easier. So this is the longer bolt that's at the bottom. So basically it sits like that. See, once you get that fucking out, and then that top one, that's that real hard one that's in there, you know. So that's 13. These are all 13s, 13, and yep, ripping some farts, and yeah, way easier once you get them out. And you need one of those things, and a long 13 if you can to get that one out. Way easier, especially if you've got a steering rack, you're a right hand drive. If you're US and all that stuff, you can just put a fucking socket set ratchet and all that shit in there. But once it's unbolted, you just drop it down and then you can unplug all these and unbolt it. Way easier. Don't try and get those out at the top. Don't even bother. Just undo the 2 bolts and then drop it down. Then unplug it, and pretty much that fucking unplugs itself. Which is probably my problem. But anyway, I'm gonna go get this thing done. And just reverse process to put it in. You don't need a video to put it back in. But yeah, all 13s, 2 bolts. Done. Anyway, have fun if you're in a Range Rover. So dramatic. But anyway, all good. Peace out. Okay, so it's been 24 hours and the starter is back. Dropped off this morning and they had to ship the parts from Wellington, but made it in time. So yeah, and the plunger and something else that they replaced. So it ended up being, as you can see, it's all new glue in there. Ended up being 225 New Zealand dollars, including GST, which I guess isn't bad, because else it would have been, I think they said 450, maybe 480 for a new one. So hey, it's still a genuine part, and they said that was what was wrong with it, so everything's new inside again. So we are on like Donkey Kong, eh? And the good thing they said is because they're made by Denso, all the parts are always available to repair them. So before go buying a new one, see if your electrician can just replace it. And we're going to put this son of a truck back in, and yeah, let's see how we go. Main power cable I was telling you about earlier. So I took it off at the bottom. So what I did is I should have filmed it, but sorry, I did not. I removed the starter up to where it was going to sit, lined it up, then dropped it back down again, and then no idea what the fuck we're filming in there, and then lined up that cable and then bolted that cable up so it was in. Remember, the black plug, don't bolt that under the main cable thing. It needs to be over it. Should have filmed it. It's just so that the cable, your power one goes there, and then your other one sits over top of it. And the black plug, you can just reach in from the top here and get at it. Not that bad to oh, there we go. So you can see there, and the black plug is just below it. Yeah, it just slips in. You can feel it. You can just put your hand in there without looking. That black plug just slides straight in. So now I've just got that top bolt. From his top bolt, where the heck is he? There he is. Oh, fuck knows. He's somewhere. And then we're done. Then we've got the covers to put on. But anyway, we're not going to film all that. It's a reverse process, but I just thought I'd let you know. Put the big cable in at the bottom. Like once you've lined up, drop it doll, bolt it up, easy peasy, 30mm, and then put everything up at the top. Way easier. And I put the bottom bolt in first as well, so it was holding the starter. You can do it all by hand. So yeah, we'll get this in, and then we'll start it up. But yeah, then we're rolling again. Anyway, look what I found. My fucking and that bloody fucking thing there. Anyway, way easier. get this in there now, and we're on a roll. Oh, the fuck's sakes. So I'm just going to warn you, that bolt there is going to be your nemesis of this whole procedure, okay guys? I pretty much do it with hand because it just wouldn't, yeah, it wouldn't grip. So that's going to be the worst thing of this whole deal, is that, or else you'd be done in like 30 minutes. So I think I spent about 20 just trying to get that tight, so I can't focus because there's too much shit in the way, but that is going to be your nemesis of the whole scenario, guys. But anyway, let's end this and get this all bolted together and start it up. So before you start anything, just make sure the last bits. Happy fucking days. Right, so we're back in action. So I've just used 2 of its life up. I'll just open everything up. So again, you can now start putting these shenanigans back in. So yeah, just remember it's your extension 10mm down in here for this backing plate, and you got one up there, and then yeah, you got that one there to put in. That's 10mm, and then you just got to do your fucking, these fucking 3 to put in. Sure. Okay, so then you just got that other 10mm on there. So remember, this shield here will lock onto there, but don't push it on yet. Get this nut in first, which is there, which is pretty straightforward. It takes a bit of manipulation, but once you got that 10mm in there, you're away. So yeah, we'll, oh fuck, it's hard to do it with one hand, but yeah, it's just around there, and it goes in there. So you'll see that one there, and that one there, and then you just gotta slide that fucker on and put your 10s on. And then, so you got 3 10s of those, and you got 3 10s of these, and you're done. Happy days. Do you want to see that? Oh, I'll show you. Okay, so done. So these don't have to be like the world's tightest fucking bolts. You just, once you get them cracked, once you get them tight, just, yeah, finger loose. What do you, just give them a little, you don't need to be the fucking world's tightest bolts. So now it's all done. So now we'll tighten this back up. So put this on before to check that there's power. Again, it's 13, so you tighten that fucking thing there. Yeah, but I advise you take this off when you take that starter out, especially when you're going to take that main cable off. You don't want that shit fucking arcing out. But done. All done. So again, should start. Having a nice view of the fucking spanner. Take that. Woo! Anyway, none of this video is going to help anyone. Basically, it's a fucking cunt, but it's not really. 2 bolts, and so what? 2 13s, 1 13 plus 1 13 on the power plug, and 16 mils. And I'd started this at 4:45, and it is now 17 minutes past 6. It feels like it took me all day. But yeah, it was way longer to get out because I watched shitty videos on YouTube, and that didn't help. So I hope this helps you. Be prepared for heaps of abuse, especially if it's right hand drive. Anyway, Bun Burger, we out.